identity. Toll collection from Bangabandhu Bridge amounts to 5,000 crore taka in 20 years, Parliament informed. Distribution of Aam League nomination forms for Upazila Chairman election starts. Selfless and pro-people candidates to get preference, says Obadul Qadir. President Maduro fears civil war in Venezuela, while U.S. President Trump says sending troops an option. And in BPL cricket, Dhaka Dynamites pass on to qualifier, beating Chittagong Vikings by 6 wickets in eliminator match. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to News at 10 in BTV Chittagong Center. I'm Tazrian Ruby Shorno, and along with me I have...
I'm Shamim Khan, welcoming you all. Those were the headlines. We now move on to the news in details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has expressed her government's firm resolve to make Bangladesh Police a people-friendly organization, saying the government would continue to enhance its strength in accordance with prevailing demand. The Prime Minister said this while inaugurating Police Week 2019 at Dhaka Metropolitan Police Lines at Rajarbagh today. On her arrival at the Rajarbagh Police Lines, the Prime Minister was received by the Home Minister, IGP and Concerned Secretary. Sheikh Hasina said, in the recent 11th National Parliament, the members of Bangladesh Police performed their duties with professionalism, ensuring peace and order. For this, she extended her heartfelt thanks to all the members of Bangladesh Police. Mentioning that Bangladesh Police symbolizes peace, security and discipline, the Premier said, being imbued with the essence of the War of Independence, its members are accomplishing their delegated responsibilities for maintenance of law and order with utmost professionalism and great courage. Sheikh Hasina hoped that the awards would motivate them to be more spirited in discharging their duties, urging police to play a more proactive role for ensuring road safety and against drugs. She also praised the role of the police force in preventing subversive activities of the anti-democratic, anti-liberation and communal allies of BNP Jamaat and their cohorts in 2013, 2014 and 2015. The Prime Minister also commended the role of police force in the aftermath of Holy Artisan and Sholakia terrorist incidents in dismantling the organizational capacity of the terrorist entities successfully. Earlier on the occasion, an attractive parade was arranged at Rajarbagh Police Lines. The Prime Minister inspected the parade and took salute of different contingents of Bangladesh Police. Later, the Prime Minister adorned 349 police personnel with Bangladesh Police Medal BPM and President Police Medal PPM in recognition to their professional excellence. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister exchanged views with the members of Bangladesh Police. She gave various directives to them. Later, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina visited different stalls of Police Nari Kollam Shomiti, Pune. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, will be more engaged in the repatriation of Rohingya people from Bangladesh. Visiting Indonesian Foreign Minister Retno LP Marsudi informed us today when she paid a courtesy call on Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina at her Jatiya সংসদ office in the capital this evening. After the meeting, Press Secretary to the Prime Minister Ihsanul Karim briefed reporters. The Indonesian Foreign Minister said 2 ASEAN teams will visit Rakhine State of Myanmar to see the infrastructures that are being built for the Rohingya people. In this connection, the Prime Minister said, alongside the Rohingyas, the people of other communities are trying to enter Bangladesh from Myanmar. She said China, India and Japan are constructing houses in the Rakhine State for the forcibly displaced Rohingyas. The Indonesian Foreign Minister highly praised Bangladesh's tremendous socio-economic development and women empowerment under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen was present on the occasion, among others.
Newly appointed 3 judges to the Appellate Division of the Supreme Court made a courtesy call on President Mohamed Abdul Hamid at Bongo Bhavan this afternoon. President's Press Secretary John Al-Abidine briefed reporters after the meeting. The President congratulated new Justice Zinadara, Justice Abu Bakr Siddiqui and Justice Muhammad Nurjaman. President Mohamed Abdul Hamid said the judiciary is the last shelter house of justice seekers. The President expressed hope that the new judges would make all-out efforts to ensure justice for the people. During the meeting, the new judges sought the President's support and cooperation for the infrastructural development of the courts. Secretaries to the President were present. A total of 4,988.37 crore taka has been realized as toll from the Bangabandhu Bridge in the last 20 years till 2018 since its operation in 1998. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Abdul Qadir told this while replying to a question in the question and answer session in the Parliament today. Earlier, the sitting of the House resumed in the afternoon with Speaker Dr. Shane Sharmin Chaudhry in the chair. Abdul Qadir told the Parliament construction cost of the Bangabandhu Bridge was 3,745.60 crore taka. Responding to a question, Railways Minister Nurul Islam Shujon told the Parliament that the government has a future plan to implement 230 projects at a cost of 5,53,662 crore taka by 2045 to modernize Bangladesh Railway. Replying to another question, Railways Minister told the Parliament that the government would build the Sylhet Railway Station as a modern and international standard station. Later, a general discussion was held on thanksgiving motion of the President's speech. The sitting of the House will resume in the afternoon tomorrow. Our General Secretary Abdul Qadir has said priorities will be given to the dedicated and devoted leaders and activists in the case of nomination for the chairman post in the upcoming Upazila elections. He said this while opening the distribution of forms among the nomination expectants at Dhanmondi in Dhaka today. Mentioning that the BNP is still now continuing the abortive endeavor to make the 11th national elections questionable, Abdul Qadir said the BNP don't have the strength to free Begum Khaleda Zia through any movement. He also said Prime Minister's door is always open for dialogue through which normal dialogue may be held. Replying to a question of the journalist, Abdul Qadir said the BNP's attitude of conceding defeat before the election is a normal feature and they are not getting rid of the old practice.
Information Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood has expressed resolve to turn the Information Ministry into one of the best of government ministries. He expressed a resolution at the monthly coordination meeting at his ministry today. Information Secretary Abdul Malik, Director General of Bangladesh Television S.M. Harun Rashid, Director General of Bangladesh Beta Narayan Chandrashil, Managing Director of Bangladesh Film Development Corporation Amir Hussain, Managing Director of Bangladesh Sangvad Sangstha Abul Kalam Azad, and officials of the concerned directorates were present. Dr. Hassan Mahmood said the Information Ministry need to work to associate people with government activities and inform people of development activities around the country as government spokesmen. World Cancer Day today. The day is being observed in Bangladesh as elsewhere in the world with various programs. The main objective of the day is to take new tricks to fight cancers and to increase public awareness on the impact of the disease, its treatment and prevention. Bangladesh Cancer Society, National Cancer Research Institutes and hospitals chalked out various programs on the occasion. Meanwhile, at a function, Health and Family Welfare Minister Zahid Malik has said to ensure swift and standard treatment for cancer patients. The present government is going to construct 8 100-seat cancer hospitals in 8 divisional cities across the country. He said this at a discussion organized by National Cancer Research Institute at Mohakali in Dhaka today, marking World Cancer Day today. Chaired by Director of National Cancer Research Institute and Hospital, Professor Dr. Muhammad Moarif Hussain, the program was also attended by Bangladesh Medical Association President Dr. Mustafa Jalal Mohiuddin. Zahid Malik said, cancer patients are increasing day by day, and at present, more than 15 lakh cancer patients in the country, according to an updated estimation of World Health Organization. Special Envoy of United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, and Hollywood actress Angelina Jolie has visited Rohingya camp at Teknaf in Cox's Bazar today. Jolie is undertaking a 3-day mission in Cox's Bazar to assess the humanitarian needs of the Rohingya refugees and some of the more critical challenges Bangladesh is facing as a host country. The Special Envoy focuses on major forced displacement crisis representing UNHCR and other High Commissioner at the diplomatic level. UNHCR said the Special Envoy will conclude her visit in Dhaka after official meetings with Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and Foreign Minister A.K. Abdul Momen as well as other senior officials. During the meetings, Jolie will discuss how UNHCR can best support the current response led by the Bangladeshi government, along with the need for safe and sustainable solutions to the plight of one of the world's most persecuted minorities.
Now international news. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has said he cannot rule out the possibility of civil war as pressure mounts on him to stand down. In a television interview, he warned that U.S. President Donald Trump would leave the White House drained with blood if he intervened in the crisis. President Trump has told U.S. broadcaster CBS that the use of military force in Venezuela remains an option. Israel has said the work to strengthen its fence along the Gaza Strip entered a new phase with construction starting on a massive new barrier along the frontier. Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told this to the journalists on Sunday before a weekly cabinet meeting. The barrier, set to stand 6 meters off the ground, will be constructed on the pretext of preventing the infiltration of Palestinians from the Gaza Strip into Israel. The Israeli Prime Minister gave no further details, but a Defense Ministry statement said the work on the structure began on Thursday.
Now news on sports. Dhaka Dynamites beat Chittagong Vikings for 6 wickets in the eliminator match of BPL and reached the second qualifier today. Winning the toss, Chittagong Vikings batted first and scored 135 runs for 8 in the stipulated 20 overs. In reply, Dhaka Dynamites reached the victory target of 136 runs for 4 with 20 balls remaining. Upal Tharanga scored 51 runs for Dhaka. Meanwhile, Kumilla Victorians beat Rangpur Riders for 8 wickets in the first qualifier match and reached the final. Chasing the victory target of 166 runs, Kumilla reached the target for 2 wickets with 7 balls remaining. Even Lewis was unbeaten on 71 runs for Kumilla. Earlier, Rangpur batted first and scored 165 runs for 5 in the stipulated 20 overs. Benny Howell was unbeaten on 53 runs for Rangpur. BCB North Zone beat BCB South Zone by 53 runs in the BCB Youth Cricket League at Shahid Qamar Zaman Stadium in Rajshahi today. Chasing the victory target of 274 runs, South Zone were all out on 220 in the second innings. Earlier, North Zone scored 269 runs in the first innings and 145 runs in the second innings. South Zone were all out on 141 runs in the first innings. Meanwhile, BCB Central Zone defeated BCB East Zone by 9 wickets at Shahid Chandu Stadium in Bogura. Central Zone reached a victory target of 161 runs, losing only 1 wicket. Earlier, East Zone scored 181 runs in the first innings and 215 in the second innings. Central Zone scored 236 runs in the first innings. And now to end the bulletin, a recap of the top stories. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina asks policemen to attain pro-people identity. Toll collection from Bongobuntu Bridge amounts to 5,000 crore taka in 20 years, Parliament informed. Distribution of Awami League nomination forms for Upazila Chairman election starts. Selfless and pro-people candidates to get preference, says Obaidul Qadir. President Maduro fears civil war in Venezuela, while US President Trump says sending troops an option. And in BPL, Kumilla Victorians reached the final, beating Rangpur Riders by 8 wickets. Dhaka Dynamites pass on to qualifier, beating Chittagong Vikings by 6 wickets.
That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News.